All right. Welcome back to Everybody Has a Mic, episode 17. It's your boy Stevie B, Mr. S.B. via Instagram, as well as LXB Galleries, Artist Life. Happy to be here with my brothers as always. Looking forward to talking about some interesting stuff, some clickbait. So y'all be bugging out in the comments. I'm gonna send you over to JT.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JT Malone, aka East Coast legend, the man who will tear your face off and make you eat it just to say that I did it. Don't make sense now, but when you're screaming and writhing in pain, eating your own face on a sandwich, you'll understand. Different levels of torture coming from this man. You can follow me on Instagram, Freak Nasty _ ECL. Mo money. Holla at these people.
What is happening? Oh my God. Oh my God. It's gonna get dusty. Oh, everybody, how you doing? My name is Mo. I'm just happy to be here. God, I have a feeling this is just ever since this social media thing, y'all. With this last Trump post we put up there, man, people been going crazy. So you know what? We're gonna have a good show. Again, my name is Mo. DJ Motivate You on on TikTok. What is it? Motivate You One on Instagram. DJ, you know, fitness, you know what it is. This I want to be here with my brothers, and I want to save them. I want to keep them off the ledge. I want to keep them off the ledge today. I'm gonna try my hardest.
That's where I live, man. Right at the edge, looking down. Straight down.
All right. So
Never back. Straight down.
I'm gonna start this off this evening. So more recently, there's been an outrage on the medias, right? About one man or one gorilla or ape versus 100 men.
I'm kind of mad at you right now.
Hold up, dog. Hold up. Let me get to my point now.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate you. And I think personally that it is a little bit of a decoy to what's actually happening. Although they do have their power back now, Europe suffered a massive blackout. As far as this is Monday, where Spain, Portugal, and other places in Europe were all the way blacked out, and they didn't have any access to their phones, access to their debit cards and all this other stuff. And it probably was a very, interesting time. And that being said, I think that I know a lot of people that didn't even know that was happening, because every time you scroll on your phone, you see something about an ape versus 100 men. They said that there was going to be cyber attacks. And of course, when it comes to something like this type of matter, they you don't even really hear any like news reports about it like that, if you didn't know, you know what I mean? So I feel like that 8 versus 100 man thing was a distraction, and it's rocking because it's a thing, it's a trend. But I would like to know how y'all feel about that. What about you, Justin? How you feel about the Spain and Portugal thing being, and they're saying that it's not like a cyber attack, but they are doing an investigation trying to find out. Portugal's government is doing an investigation trying to find out exactly what happened with the grid, and they said it wasn't done manually either. So it was like a malfunction via the machinery or whatever the case may be. So how do you feel, Justin?
So I didn't realize that happened, but I do agree that this 8 versus 100 men thing has to be a distraction, because I have been on my phone that much lately because I've been busy at work and family and all of that. But at the same time, when I did go online, everybody was talking about this 8 versus 100 man crap. And I literally said, I was like, man, I really hope this ain't a topic on the pod this week. That's why I said I was mad when you brought it up. But real talk, when it comes to this blackout and everything like that, a lot of crazy stuff happens in the world that they don't report. I heard last summer they had a heat wave so bad there was wildfires all throughout Europe, and it was killing tens of thousands of Europeans. They didn't report that on the news, but people was complaining about the few people that was posting online from Europe was talking about how hot it was, and there was no end in sight, and they didn't know how they was going to deal with it because the ACs and stuff wasn't working.
Some planes weren't even allowed to touch down on the ground because it was so hot.
Exactly. And
I
they didn't cover
remember
that
some
in the
people
news.
going. Yeah, I wouldn't have known it unless I had clients going there. That's the only reason why I know.
So I bring that the fire up last year and the heat wave that was over there in Europe to say that it probably was a cyber attack. Lines have been drawn in the sand, literally, and most people are too blind to see what's going on. You got countries that are literally lobbying their currency and their goal against the United States. This was happening during Biden administration. I think they're called the BRICS nations: Brazil, China, Russia. I don't remember who else. South Africa, I want to say, is part of it. All right. So, these are literally countries that are, people say Russians are white. I think they're Asian, because look where Russia is. If people know what a map is, Russia's in Asia. It's just huge, and it fits into Europe too. Point I'm making is it's a lot of these non-white countries that don't align with colonialism, that are forming up like a ethnic Voltron, if you will, to come against the NATO nations and whoever's rocking with the US. And I don't feel that people understand what's going on. They just think that it's Trump and the tariffs, and the Chinese now aren't gonna buy the meat from Nebraska. Like $1.6 billion in beef they're not getting from Nebraska this year. They went to Australia, the Chinese. All right. They went to Australia. I think they might even go into Brazil. See where I'm going here? We're being put on the outside. So the media was always garbage here. And this is, again, why people say stupid Americans. We believe what we see on TV, television. It's telling you a vision. It ain't tell a fact. It's telling you a vision of what they want you to believe. That's why they wanted net neutrality in the United States, because we were learning too much about the truth of not just the country, but the world in general, history of mankind. Versus, if you grew up in America after 1945, you thought Cleopatra looked like motherfucking who's the chick? Not the old chick, White Diamonds chick, Elizabeth Taylor.
I was about to say, yeah, Elizabeth Taylor. Wow.
And my grandmother loved her some Elizabeth Taylor. I mean, every time something she dropped came out, my grandmother was at Macy's copping. Like, apparently, loved her some Elizabeth Taylor. The point I'm making is,
so did Mike.
Oh yes, Mike Jack sure did. I heard he was getting in them guts, but I digress.
The
point I'm making is there is stuff that's been going on all over the world, and the U.S. has these bullshit history books, and the stuff in the books don't be true. Like, so I believe 100% that there was a cyber attack. That's why the power went out over there. I believe those countries are aligned with NATO. I don't know if they're 100% in. I know they're probably under the protection because they're in that European Union. European Union rocks with NATO and the United States. The United States is out here backing some of the foulest people with what they're doing. Okay, and if you don't know, you don't know. Don't call yourself a Christian if you don't know what the people that are doing these horrific things on your dime are doing. So, at the end of the day, it's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. All right, and we witnessing it, and it's not the same wars where people are just getting body. It's not the same no more. We got a trade war going on, and the cyber attacks is gonna get real. All I'm asking is for whoever doing the cyber attacks, hit these student loans, hit these credit card companies, put them out of business.
Oh yeah, it's over if they do that. If they wipe people's five people, it's over.
It's over.
It off.
The power's done.
Serious. It's over. That's all.
I woke up tomorrow and my mortgage was at zero. All my credit cards was at zero. My student loans was at zero. My car payments was at zero. Do you know how fast I'm hopping my ass to work? I ain't even driving. I'm gonna walk.
That's how you finish.
Because I don't need the job no more.
Cyber people can finish
and they
the
and you know
economy.
And that's how I know it's government versus government. Because if it was 1, 2, 3 of us and we had a little cyber bully group, or it's not cyber bully, but we had a cyber group of hackers, I'm not going to just get money for myself. I'm going to have these people sick out here with the way I clear some people's debt out, sick, and where it can't be recovered. Clear the debt, crash the system. So yeah, it's definitely country on country, because why else would you attack the power grid? So, money, what you think?
I think you're right on. Honestly, there's always a distraction somewhere. So it hasn't been a year yet, but I got on TikTok last summer because America was saying it was so bad and they're gonna get rid of it and all this different stuff. And I was like, I gotta find out something for myself. So I went on there and I realized why they really want to get it out of there. Because the information is different. The information is too pure. They're letting you know, if anything, you're getting live streams when you actually swipe it. If anybody's never been on it, the algorithm is, let alone picks up on things that you like, but it will swipe on things where you can swipe and it'll go to lives. It's not just like feeds where you're looking like on Instagram, like you're looking on Instagram and you see somebody made a video. It's not just that. It will go to people's lives, and they could be in Africa. Somebody can be cooking. A chef can be cooking in like Dubai. Like you could be anywhere in the world at any time. I watched this person that moved to China and during the pandemic, and now he goes and does China tours in different places on his live, and that's what he does. That's his work. So I see all these different things happening in real time, but a lot of things we wouldn't know if people weren't live streaming in real time, because our media takes it away. 100%. Our media picks and chooses what they want us to hear. So, or see. So pretty much think about quickly the Weinstein. I'm sorry. It's a Steen, of course. Epstein. I'm sorry. It's true. Epstein.
A spade is a spade.
As quick the Epstein stuff went in and then went out. All of a sudden, he unalived himself in his cell, but nobody was there watching him on in a maximum security time.
Camera stopped working.
Camera stopped.
Yep.
And we're done with it. No logs, no Epstein logs, no nothing. Done. We're not talking about it no more.
Nope.
All of a sudden here comes Diddy, and that's all we talk about.
Yep.
Media's going crazy over Diddy, putting everything on the news. He's doing this. Oh, we seized thousands of baby oil. So then we all make fun of the baby oil on it as soon as it hits.
The baby oil
feeding, that internet goes feeding, and they start making jokes and everything. And then here come the crabs in a bucket. Yeah, I'm going to talk about race. Black community, they the worst. When somebody has money, especially if a man and is prominent, once anything happens to him, here the crabs in the bucket come. talking down on him. He did this, the third, but you
Yep.
was just rocking with him. Diddy bopping.
Word. Literally Diddy bopping.
Diddy bopping.
For real.
Good work. Yeah, I mean, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Cats was dying to get the invite to the white party in the Hamptons last year.
Just
Stop
last year.
it. Just last year, y'all wanted to go to that white party in the Hamptons.
Yeah,
You've been having it since what, 95?
And they wanted to go to the party. It's one thing about Diddy. As my man, the great LBJ said, and nobody throw a party like a Diddy party.
Oh,
No hate, LBJ.
Yeah,
He wasn't lying. He wasn't lying.
right. He wasn't
I'm
lying.
not gonna lie.
No,
I
he
want to
wasn't
go to a
lying.
Diddy party. I
wasn't
still
lying.
would. I ain't trying to do the crazy shit he do late night, but
No, we're not talking about that party.
From 9 to 12, I'm in the building.
I'm talking about Marlon Wayans' party. And Marlon Wayans said, he was like, yo, there's different parties. He said, because I ain't been to that late one. He said, I was to the under that 9 to whatever. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what.
So,
yeah, exactly.
So obviously there's something different. Yeah, I'm there for the brunch. The brunch, I heard the brunch party is no joke too.
Yeah, brunch parties be fun.
I believe it.
But again, I'm sorry that I got a little.
It's all good. I mean, you know.
What I'm saying is, what I'm pretty much saying is that everything's a distraction. Everything's a distraction for what's really going on. So why were they pushing that Diddy? Why were they pushing Diddy in our faces like that? What's really going on? Now, meanwhile, you got 23andMe. All the data breach. Yeah, I went there.
Yeah, that
so
information got leaked.
The data breach, and they were trying to get rid of that. People were trying to get rid of it. The owners trying to get rid of it. They went missing, and they tried to sell it. I think they sold it to somebody trying to get away from it because they got breached with everybody's information in there. So who probably picked up
spitting in tubes and sending it out?
I did it for ancestry, and that. So if I ever get blamed for a murder that happened in 1974, you know why. I wasn't even born, but they still depended on me.
Information that bad. So think about who wants that information that bad.
That's a fact.
I kind of know.
I have a thought who wants it. The same person that Steve said not too long ago was trying to ask for what, 200,000 for your likeness, for your AI.
Oh yeah,
remember that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the people that want your DNA.
You know what it reminds me of? This reminds me of Fallout 4.
Wow.
In the sense. The whole
video game, huh?
Yeah, about synthetic humans, and they would come in the middle of the night and they snatch you up and replace you with a robot.
It's crazy.
All they needed was your DNA.
Like we said, like Jadakiss said, Jadakiss said, which Kanye you talking about?
He sure did. I've met several, he said.
Somebody said it was a one rant video that was recent that he was ranting about, and they were like, "That's not Kanye," and like, "That's not him." And people were like, "You know what? I'm thinking the same thing." I'm like,
they said
I remember Jadakiss said it.
They said the same thing about Gucci Mane.
Gucci too.
Gucci Mane went to jail looking a mess, bro.
Yeah, they did.
Gucci Mane came out. Yeah, he had nothing but time. I'm not gonna knock a prison workout by any means. I will never get one myself. I will have a dad bod for life. Because I'm not going to get the prison workout. You're going to take me away in a black bag before I go in there. I digress. The point is, when he came out, I think Boozy was like, that's not Gucci. It's an old video. Look it up. 5-10 years ago. He came out and straight up said, that ain't Gucci Mane. I know Gucci Mane. That's not Gucci Mane. Might look like him. Might talk like him. That's not him.
That's crazy. But you're right. They did speak. Plus, you got that movie which we brought up before.
Tyrone. I still never watched it.
I haven't watched it.
You have to check it out. It's one of those. Y'all gonna be like, yo, this is wild.
Yeah, because it's directly related to, because they say they got to show you what's happening before they do it.
But we've been saying, well, did we ever talk about Pamela Anderson or no? Did I ever bring her
natural up? Face Pam Anderson?
Yeah.
Who? What?
No. So Pamela Anderson now is not wearing makeup, and she got rid of her implants and stuff like that. And she's showing you her face. And there's alleged theory that she's showing you her face and who she really is, so they can't clone her. if that makes sense. This is
That
who I
kinda
really
does.
am. This is who I really am. This is me.
Really?
You have to see her
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna have to
You
pull
gotta
me
see
Yeah,
her
up.
it's
now,
been about
and
two,
then
3
it
months
makes
ago
sense
she
to you.
started that.
That's
Or it
crazy.
was this year, 2025. She started. She showed up on a red carpet. I was like, "Who is this lady?"
Yep,
And it was
showing
like
her
Pam
face of who
Anderson. I
she
was like,
is,
"Oh,
and she's like, "Oh, I'm aging gracefully. This is how I'm aging."
yes." I
That's
think she's
crazy.
56 or something like that. So she's
First of
getting
all,
close to 60.
it's against all the norms of what they want ladies to do right now. It's
Yes,
against
lip
everything.
You
It's
always
take
look
against
that
so
fat from your
everything.
stomach, put it in your ass.
Yeah, they
no,
want you to.
yeah.
They want you to.
I mean, all right. So the grid.
I'm
All
sorry,
right.
Steve.
So,
Wrap the subject.
so let me wrap it up. Yeah. That being said, it's definitely interesting, to think that they've been showing us this stuff for as long as they've been showing us. They said that the next thing that was going to happen was going to be cyber attacks, and you know, of course, no one knows exactly what ended up happening, but you know, spectators are going to spectate, and from an outsider looking in, it looks pretty interesting that it's not anywhere where you need it to be, so you can be educated on it and try to expect it to happen here soon, because the truth of the matter is a lot of the things that are happening in this country at the moment are replicating those types of scenarios. They said that they weren't building. I don't know if you've seen a video a while back about some guys building the border in Mexico or whatever, and he's like, we're not building this, so that we don't have to, so we can't get to you. We're building it to keep you away from us, right? So it's almost a scenario where I'm kind of thinking that they might trap us in and then wipe us
Yo,
away.
I said that years ago. When Trump was built that wall, and I was the people at my job, they were all about it. Oh, we got too many. Meanwhile, one dude is half Asian. The other people, my parents came over here
Oh
in the
yeah.
1950s, and it's just like, bro, you is part of the problem. Again, I digress. The point that I'm making is, I said to these people, I said, y'all do realize walls work two ways, right? It ain't, if some shit happens over here and you run down to Mexico to get away, and it's a big ass wall, and it's the army standing at the top of the wall telling you to turn your ass around, and we gonna open fire. What you gonna do then? And they just always looking at me like I was crazy, and I'm just like, the man in the tinfoil hat makes more sense than the man in the nice suit on the news to me these days.
Ain't that the truth? But yeah, that closes out that subject. Somebody else take it from here.
Yeah, well,
All right,
I'll go for it. Go for it.
I'll take it. I'm thinking about doing the Big Daddy Guns, but I don't know. The Big Daddy Guns gets us the views. Fucking, I'm going for it. All right, man.
Matter of fact, and since you said that, oh no, he ain't it. He was like, yeah, bet. Nah, forget it. Continue, man.
All right. So Donald Trump, 45, 47. He was president 45. He was president 47. 45, 47. This man signed an executive order today saying that all truck drivers must speak English. And money, you know what? I should have had you pull up the I vote for Donald Trump. All the Cubans. All y'all don't speak English, bro. How do you feel about this? Because I think it's funny, personally. Mo?
Hey, man, I'm going to say this. I'm being honest. I'm being really serious, y'all. Serious face. You get what you vote for, like you get what you vote for. And at the end of the day, if this is what you wanted, this is what you wanted. You are who you are. And you knew he didn't like your ass in the first place. And you aren't a vanilla. You aren't a vanilla zaddy, and you are not a vanilla mommy.
No.
So people say, oh, it's not about race. Clearly, he don't want your ass here. They say it's not about race, so it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe he just don't want your asses here.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't know if that's the truth or not. I said possibly, but you get what you get what you pay for, and you get what you vote for. You know, you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. So you vote. I say it again. I'll say it one more time, Steve.
Please.
One more time.
And you saw our face. It's like, what?
You pay with peanuts.
I never heard that one.
No,
I haven't either.
No, y'all don't. Y'all never. Okay, you pay with peanuts, you get monkeys. Y'all don't know the peanuts, the monkeys. The monkeys come out.
I thought you get an elephant. That's what I was gonna say. I thought elephants like you.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I don't know.
Monkeys will take anything, y'all.
Oh, that's true too.
Y'all haven't been to Bali.
That's true.
Y'all haven't been. I'll tell you what the hell you're talking about. So anyway, my point is, you get what you pay for, you get what you vote for. If you don't do your research and you thought this is gonna, you thought they were gonna go after other people that didn't look like you.
Yes.
You thought they were gonna come after somebody that looked like this chocolate daddy over here.
Yeah, it thought it'd be us three. Yep.
You were clearly mistaken.
Yep.
You knew he ain't like y'all. But you know what? I hope you can speak English. I ain't saying no more.
I don't. I'm still dumbfounded by this. To be honest with you, what is it? Why do you have to speak English in order to be able to drive a truck?
Because you're doing. You said you're doing so much. Let me read it.
That's some bullshit.
You're a wild dude, man. He's a wild dude. That's all I gotta say. Wild dude.
What are we talking about here? See, this is if he's your champion, fine. You know what I mean? For all those that didn't pay attention when I said it last time, no, I do not think that this dude is the number one greatest. And this is
case that up.
Point. You know what I'm saying? This is case in point. This dude is like, if you don't speak English, you can't drive trucks. What the hell does that mean? You know how many people I see that don't speak English, or English may not be their number one, their number one language, what they're most fluent in, that I see in fucking Home Depot.
Yo, and you know what's funny? This is how racist we are, us three. We only talking about Spanish people.
No, because it's a bunch of
ton.
No, it's a ton of people. It's a ton of different immigrants that can't speak it.
German cats, Polish dudes. There's a bunch of dudes that do a lot of work, all types of work.
What they thought they won't get too, dog. They thought they won't get. What they was gonna get.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to think. This is to me, honestly, to hear this, and I'm not, unfortunately, because I'm not completely tapped in, but to hear this and not knowing anything about it, and being like, yo, this dude said you can't drive trucks if you don't do what? And this is who you guys are rocking with?
This is their champion, dog.
This is their champion, bro. Old white man.
I digress.
Zaddy.
Shit crazy.
So you found a quote from him, Mo?
Yeah, I'm looking right now. I don't know why this is why I'm bugging out. All right. Let me see. Where's our chat group? Right here. his face smiling on there as well. Okay, so the order says everyday truckers perform the demanding and dangerous work of transporting the nation's goods to businesses, customers, and communities safely, reliably, and efficiently. It continued to read. They should be able to read and understand traffic signs, communicate with traffic safety, border patrol, agricultural checkpoints, and cargo weight limit station officers. Drivers need to provide feedback to their employees and customers and receive related directions in English.
I'll come in. It was my topic. After hearing the quote, this nigga might be spitting, bro.
Somebody said,
I think nigga might be spitting, bro.
What are you talking about, man? This is the second time we've had these types of conversations.
Yo,
and you came straight from left field, dog.
Yo,
help me understand what you're talking about.
All right, I didn't know this quote until now because I wasn't for it. But I'm gonna put you on to something that happened years ago when I was like 14 years old. It wasn't a truck driver, but it was an illegal that spoke no English nonetheless. My brother was driving my mother's 1997 black Ford Taurus. I'll never forget that whip because she had it for a month. And my brother got hit by a Mexican drunk driver leaving that bar down the street right there on South Main near Famous Pizza. El Azteca or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. It was across from the movie theater, and they just get popping on Fridays and Saturdays when them day workers got their checks, and they would go over there and get it in. Well, this dude was driving off, and he ran straight into my brother. You can ask my brother. You can ask Love. Love was in the whip, and airbags went off, everything. The dude gets out the car, tries to walk away, and my brother had to kick his ass. And the police showed up after my brother took his head and threw it into the side of like a truck or whatever and knocked the dude out. But that's how drunk the dude was. When my mother went to the police station for the police report and to get my brother, they was holding this man up. He was so drunk. The cops was talking about this dude smelled like Corona and piss. So, all right, that could have shaped my life of me being who I am and giving people a benefit of the doubt. Somebody literally almost killed my brother that was an illegal immigrant that didn't speak the language, car was not registered to him, license was phony, and this was pre 9/11, so things was wide open back then. Where I'm going is this. Put that man in an 18-wheeler the same night. I'm telling a whole different story about my brother and Love. I'm telling y'all stories about these two dudes. Y'all not meeting them. We're not going to Cancun together. We're not chopping it up at a barbecue together. I'm telling you a completely different story because you never even got to meet these dudes because they were killed by somebody undocumented driving a truck. And again, hypotheticals.
I got
hypotheticals.
You. But that could have
so
been a
based off of my,
based,
I understand, but based off my life experience, this nigga spitting. Sorry. I speak English. All my people that drive trucks speak English.
I understand that you speak English. So all the people that drive trucks speak English, but there are also a bunch of people on this planet that don't have insurance, right? And get into car accidents all the time that speak English.
Yes.
Right? That end up speaking English. And throughout that being the case, end up doing the same thing, but just being able to converse with you about it. I mean, that's cool. But the actions still happen.
I got hit by a young white girl in my red Cadillac years ago. She didn't have no insurance. So I know what could happen.
She was able to speak English.
She spoke English.
I'm just saying, like that. It doesn't make sense. This is not making sense.
I mean, if he came out tomorrow and said women can't drive based off of that.
All right, man, I'm done.
Yo, y'all faces said it all. I'm messing around now. But the point I'm making is, you're right, Steve. It could be somebody speak English that could hit you because, like I said, that happened to me too. And luckily, she was on the up and up, and I didn't have to show up at her crib because I took a picture of her license and told her straight up, if you don't get my car fixed and pay me this money, this little face is going to show up.
Threatening.
All right, that's not a threat. I didn't call the cops. I could have called the cops on her and she would have got arrested for driving with no insurance and her car would have got impounded.
I know you live.
Yeah, I knew where she lived. She gave up that $1,200 to get my bumper fixed, get my cherry red joint fixed. So
I think that's crazy.
It's crazy. I'm with you. I'm not. I'm half serious, but I'm full serious too. Like, I think he's spitting. I think, and the reason I think it's so great. And this is why, because like y'all most said at the beginning, these people voted thinking it was going to affect us. So yeah, he's spitting. I love it. That's what y'all get. Aye. Vote for Donald Trump. Yeah. Now you have no company if you only speak of the Spanish, if you only speak of whatever, the Portuguese, you only speak of the Polish. Who gonna deliver your shit now?
Tell my people out there that drive,
man.
and English is their second language.
Speak that
Love
shit
over here,
first.
man. It's love over here, man. That shit
Speak it
is
first.
Looney Tune bullshit.
Big Gun Daddy and his
Keep doing the
constituents. This
Looney
is what they
Tune
want.
bullshit. For those that are out here and thinking that I was like, yo, it's okay, and didn't hear
Look at
me
this
say
dude.
no. It's ridiculous. This dude is speaking Looney Tune bullshit. And
It is.
It's a bunch of prejudice and racist people that back the bullshit that he says. Because that's the way it works, man. That shit is fucking stupid.
Yo, when he won in 2016, this is when I knew I was different when it came to like saying things and knowing things are gonna happen. And Steve, you seen it firsthand, my brother. You did see me say some wild stuff, and 5 minutes later it happened like clockwork. So I called in 2016 he was gonna win, and people was like, "Oh no, you crazy, you crazy." I said, "Nah, everybody about to show you who they really are." And everybody was like, "What does that mean? What does that mean?" Everybody is showing you who they really are right now. So the immigrants, people who immigrated to this country, who voted for him, and you're hardworking and you're illegal and you're legal. And now he's saying you got to go learn English so you can continue to run your company and drive a truck. That's what your ass get. That's what your ass get. Coming over here from your shithole countries thinking you're better than somebody, and the people who you think like you don't fuck with you neither. Your asses get. I got the last. Oh no, money got the last topic.
Money,
now.
yeah. It's on you, money. There we go. I already know it's gonna be something crazy.
This dude
been waiting.
Everybody blaming me. I'm actually the calm one. Y'all's the ones that's got the issues right now. Me.
I keep the heat on me. Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up in some day ass, but somebody gotta do it. I see him Monday, by the way.
Fire, by the way.
Can't wait.
Ooh, wee.
Yep. Heavy lifting.
All right, fellas. So it's dusty. So okay. I'm gonna add actually two topics, but I'll go with this one instead. Falling in and out of love. Is in 2025 right now, love. I want to know what you guys, how y'all feel about love in general, and I want to ask you about, besides falling in and out, besides love in general, how you feel about it. Do you feel it's easy to fall in and out of love with people in 2025, or do you think people are in love in general? Are they not in love in general? Is love just a feeling, or is love actually a real thing?
Who you want first?
Go for it, man. Toss it up. Go, JT. Go for it.
All right. So love, people being in and out of love, and love still being a real thing. Yo, it's hard because I don't know if people truly know what love is about anymore. We live in a instant society where people think you're supposed to get everything day one in life. And I'm not gonna lie, I had that mindset at one point in my life. I got my degree from college. I thought I should have been CEO of a company. Now that I'm older, I still think I should have been CEO when I was a younger man, because it's a lot of dumb old motherfuckers out here. And I was running laps around these cats when I was in my 20s, and I'm in my 40s. I'm still running laps around these cats. The point I'm making is this. Instant societies means everybody thinks everything's supposed to just be, I would say Polaroid, but that shit is so passe now. It's just supposed to, like, you got a picture on your phone. Like a Polaroid, prime example. You used to have to wait 30 seconds to a minute to get your picture, and that was instant. Or you took your roll of film to the freaking film store, which
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't even exist camera stores like that anymore.
Got it developed. Yep.
And you got it developed. Once a digital camera came out, people stopped buying film. We end up getting smartphones where now you don't even need a digital camera because the camera on your phone better than any digital camera that you can have in your pocket at this point. So everything to everyone is instant now. People don't think they got to wait for nothing. So when it comes to love, it's the same thing. You hear it on all the podcasts. The women, I need a man, 6 figures, 6 feet, no kids. You know what I mean? All of that. That's what these women want. They want an instant man. And I'm not just going to put this on the women, instant men, because I remember back when we was coming up in the 90s and 2000s, what everybody wanted pretty much the same type of chick, depending on your community. But everybody wanted pretty much the same type of chick, depending on your community. The Caucasian dudes like the skinny girls with the racks. Bow. We was talking about Pam Anderson earlier. Skinny little white girl, big old titties. That's what dudes was into. White boys was into back then. Black dudes, we had a plethora of fine women, from Lisa Ray to, I mean, I'm trying to think of the other one who everybody was crazy over. Halle Berry.
90s, yeah.
Yeah, 90s. Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
We had a whole multitude, skin tones. You had not Catra. What was her name? The Jamaican chick. I'm on a romantic call. Patra.
Patra coming at you.
Come
Can't forget
on,
about
bro.
good old fashioned Lisa.
Come
Leslie.
on. You know what I'm saying? So it was some body types out here. But men, every man had a prototype. I went on a rant about Little Kim. You know what I mean? There was a types that men like. People was fat shaming back in the days. People was pretending they wasn't liking BBWs. They was tearing them up still.
Rosie Perez. I said Lisa.
Rosie
Leslie.
Perez, another one.
Nice. What's wrong with me? I said Lisa Leslie. God, correct.
I didn't knock it down because I know you like tall chicks.
Yeah, I let it go too. That's why I thought
you like tall women. So
no,
I just all right.
Amazon killer. Go ahead.
Step stools in.
Selma Hayek, bro.
Oh, Selma Hayek.
Like, the point I'm making is, and then nowadays, what do these dudes want? They want a chick with a Kardashian build, duck lips, tight ass little waist.
They want manufacturer surgery up, and then they go run and get surgery up, BBLs, and they go to get surgery up. Now things is instant. It's instant. Layaway.
So that's where I'm going. It was a little less instant back in the day because it wasn't every chick looked the same. I just named 10 beautiful Nubian sisters, all different body styles that dudes was lusting over.
For real.
Now everybody basically want the same body style. It don't matter if you're black, white, Spanish. All dudes like the same body type for the most part at this point. You got to be a thick, curvy chick. That's what's popping at the moment. So because of people's, and you got, again, every chick online too look the same, and every dude can scroll and see every chick now. So now the cute girl who worked at the grocery store that you didn't have the nerve to talk to, you ain't even checking for her no more because you looking at, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the one that I don't even know none of these girls out here. Bundles of Brittany was the last one that I remember being popping. Brittany Renner, and she's been ran through 1,000,000 trillion times at this point. But the point I'm making is everybody's now got access to a Brittany Renner. You can hit her on the DM. You can hit these chicks on the DM. So you could work your little bullshit 9 to 5 and you could save up 10 racks and you could smash your favorite OnlyFans girl. So it's different out here now. I don't really know if people is really falling in love. no more because everything is so phony. What's genuine these days? That's where I'm at. I don't think people are genuine enough to be in love these days. I know I went completely off topic, body types, all of this type of stuff.
No, actually, you did not.
These people, I don't think people love anything. Women are straight up are telling men they love their money. If you not, I love your money, I love your height. And I love the fact that you can take care of my kids that I had with somebody else. And I'm not saying this is all women, but this is what a lot of these women have these expectations of these men. These men expect this fake Coke bottle body where the chick ain't even going to the gym, or the chick get the weight loss surgery and then act like she start going to the gym. There's a ton of them bitches out here too. So it's all, you know what I mean? Who are you really even getting these days? So that's where I feel. Steve, go
on. I think love is a moment that you constantly have to recapture, right? So being in it, you have to work hard for it because it fades and then sometimes it renews, and you have to actually want it in order for you to be able to embrace it, conjure it up in a sense, right? Loving someone is a hard work, and not a lot of people have the work ethic to be able to push through and actually love someone, accept them for who they are, flaws, things that they like, you know what I mean, pet peeves, whatever the case may be, and just be like, you know what? Me and you versus everything else. That is the issue. If you have somebody that you can genuinely fuck with and get down with, and you can trust the Bonnie Clyde energy or whatever, the blah, 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 then it's a beautiful thing. It's just a lot of people are scorned by being in love once or twice and having that fall to pieces. And then they bring their old relationships into new relationships. And now you have to work harder to get the love that you gave somebody else for half the amount of work.
Yes.
Right. Not to mention that if you're already been married or you do have children, you still have past things that still connect you to your old relationship.
It's called trauma, Steve. It's called traumas. Continue.
Bag lady. Erica Badu tried to warn him.
So it definitely it's a flowing feeling, right? It's up and down, and it does all types of crazy stuff to your emotions and stuff. But at the end of the day, in my heart of hearts, I do believe true love conquers all. You know what I mean? If you love somebody genuinely and you rock with them, forget you on my rainbow. Stop with the rainbow, bro. I'm tired of the rainbow.
I'm fucking with
you. Y'all don't see it. I see it. I see this rainbow. He'd be like, someone's like, I could like hear it. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I do it.
You know what?
I know how your mind works.
Hey, it's the truth, man. I believe in that level of love and that level of gratitude and feelings towards a person. Does it exist in 2025? Yeah, depending on what you're looking for, right? Like, apparently we've seen in the group chat alone an older dude with a 22-year-old chick.
Blew my mind.
So she loves something about the guy, right? Maybe the grandfather fetish, or whatever money this man brings to the table. But
I'm waiting for that phase of my life. Sorry. It's next, bro.
It's something, right? Like, look at Bill Belichick on the beach. This is the meanest football coach in the history of football, and he got this 22-year-old 23-year-old high college chick on his feet in the air. It's like, is that Bill Belichick? But you know what? He probably hasn't been in love like he is right now. But he got a son on his football team that's older than she is. But he loves that woman to death, right? She brings out something in that man that, makes him lift her up in the air, and all types of crazy shit. But
she getting ready.
She is. She primed that man. He got, and they all do, because they lust for what the women have. But do I believe that it's feasible and something to that you can obtain in 2025? Absolutely. The thing is, you just have to be willing to work for it. If you're not willing to put in the work to be with this person that you're gonna get on your nerves and all that, then nah, it's not for you. You know, you could date and the dating cesspool of your 40s, 30s, and
Oof.
50s. You know what I mean? So
Oof.
sometimes you know what it is. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion. True love does conquer all if you actually are in it.
I
Don't
heard
you, man?
dated in your 30s, 40s, and 50s is smells like cigarettes and stale vodka.
Oh, you boy.
I don't know anything about that.
Look, guys, y'all both said some great points. Great points. Well, I knew we were in trouble. I knew we were in trouble in general. Once, well, everybody before social media. So everybody was on social media. I wasn't on social media. Y'all know I was the last. Everybody knows I was the last person to be on literally social media. And it was because of my business. And I didn't even make my accounts, honestly. But so when I was on social media, people messaged me and it's like, Mo, is this you? Because they didn't believe that I was on there. My point in saying that is I knew we were in trouble with love altogether once I saw how ladies were attracted to watching The Bachelor. That's when I knew we were in a state of emergency.
The Bachelor?
Yeah, Bachelor. The Bachelor, Steve. Once I saw ladies starting to watch The Bachelor years ago, and like they were running to see The Bachelor on Channel 7, they were desperate. I'm like, so wait a minute. And then I started looking at it. I'm like, oh, so all these ladies are vying for this one man on The Bachelor.
What year was
and
that?
He's taking
2007, 6?
It had to be. It was before I was on social media.
Okay. I feel like,
and that was the time when I'm like, we are in trouble because we have ladies. I said, hold on. So you women are watching a bunch of ladies vying over one man, and he's putting you in, taking you on these ridiculous dates, and all these different things is happening, and then he's eliminating you to select only one of you, and y'all are all attracted into watching this. Do you know how stupid that is? And people got mad at me. I'm like, do you know how stupid that is? Do you mean to tell me? So you're only chasing this 1% of this man that's not even having realistic stuff. I'm like, so your man is not doing that for you in general, but you are desperate to watch 20, 30 ladies vying for one man's attention. That's when I first knew that we were in trouble, because that's reality TV. And my point is, why I'm saying this is that the psyche of the mind, when you I'm sorry, genders are different, y'all. And I'm sorry, the more you experience and the more you see can be a benefit and not a benefit at the same time. It could be negative at the same time. Because just like I don't think Steve said, you're expecting this from this person after you've been with this person. So you the more bodies and the people you're with, not I'm just saying together as a couple. Now you're talking about well, that's another.
Hey man, hey. You
Sorry.
said more bodies, man. That automatically.
I'm sorry, say your face. Bodies, human beings that you're with in personal experiences is the more you're expecting from the next person. So that's why I said trauma bonding in the first place. That's why I said traumas in the first place, dog. So pretty much when I saw The Bachelor and everybody running after this one man, I said, okay, so now we're having false realities. These women are going up on helicopter rides and doing all this different stuff.
Yeah. We're having a lunch in this vineyard.
So now let's put that into perspective. Now let's go on social media. So now you guys brought up Steve and JC, y'all brought up Selma Hayek. You brought up Pamela Anderson, we used to say before. You brought up Kim Kardashian, the Kardashians, right? Those are three people I remember. Lisa Ray's and all these people. So now let's go into social media where guys see a lot of body type. They're seeing so many women from places that they would have never seen. They see them from Seattle. They see them in Denver. They see them in all these different places.
Other countries too.
Yeah, you're seeing this yoga girl over here doing booty yoga.
I haven't seen that. Send me the link.
I can't send it to you, dog, but I know somebody that can send it to you. I ain't gonna say his name on here because I ain't gonna get him killed. But I'm gonna say, I say, yo, why you keep sending it? You're gonna be dying too when he listens to this episode. You're gonna be dying.
But Brazilian chicks is crazy.
So my point is, you see, it gives a false reality to men as well. So now you're seeing so much, or don't give them the false reality. But at the same time, a lot of ladies will start seeing a lot of different ladies post of how they're living or how they think they're living. And then they'll start expecting and wanting that.
Yes.
So I'm saying, I think love is merged. Love is merged into more materialistic. And love is now and not doing the work, like you guys said. So you're both right. So it's more materialistic and more now and not wanting to do the work and not wanting to build anything. They don't want to build anything. They just want to
walk into it. Yes.
So when you're losing, they're gone. When you're down and out, when the money's low, you can't find nobody. But when your money's up, everybody asking you for some change. So at the same time, that's what I think love is becoming 2025 manufactured. I mean, even you have women with three plus kids that think their value on the market is high.
Yes.
They think their value in the market is high. They'll believe that they can go get these 2 to 3% men. You looking at
I've
that?
had this conversation a few times, man.
They do. They
do.
They're not supposed to feel like they're high. They're supposed to sit there and act like they're worthless.
No, right. You need to know that you have a lot. You have a lot of baggage. With you.
Yes,
I said it.
Right,
I said it.
Some chicks is like, yo, I can take care of what I need to take care of. I don't need you to be a part of that energy.
These ain't the ones that is expecting this.
Steve. But do they really believe that? You could say a lot of things. You could say a lot of things. You could say a lot of things. You could say a lot of things, but I'm telling you this right now. I'm telling y'all this right now, and I'm telling whoever's watching this right now. Ladies, you know good and damn well, ladies. I don't give a damn if you making $2 million a year. You know your black, white, Spanish, whoever ass, Asian ass. Or where are you? I hate all you. Yeah, Los Mexicanas, whoever you are.
Man. You
Listen to this right now. No, I don't care if you're making $2 million. You want somebody making $5 million. It's in your nature. You know you do. And if you don't know it, find somebody that get it that way, and you're gonna find out what I'm talking about. You know, good and damn well. Just the fact that you know that it's taken care of is different.
Not everybody needs something to be provided to them.
I'm not saying they do. Nobody said that. What I'm saying is, even if you have it, it feels different when somebody's providing the yacht.
Yeah, I believe that. Because if you yacht, it's a headache. I learned that about everything I buy. Everything I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get a house. I put so much money into this house so it won't leak. Like, so it would just work for me.
Think about it like this. Yeah.
People who just live here, they don't think about that.
They don't think about it.
No.
For them to not think about things is what I'm trying to tell you. So it's one thing about going on a trip and having to go make the plane. versus going private. And you can go at a certain time and go in the back, and you don't have to wait in line with everybody else and get your passport. You can go in the back, you can go sit your car down and walk on the plane and go. Or it's even better is at you driving to the man's house or driving to this person's house, and they have the plane or the helicopter sitting there waiting for you. There's different levels, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And there's different levels to this. And when somebody sees a helicopter pad or some plane pad on top of their house, listen, I don't care. Listen, my point is, it's always levels, regardless of somebody saying they could take care of this. That talk is nice. The talk is nice. Now, I'm always looking for what you're really trying to say. Everybody, even men too. I'm trying to listen to what you're really trying to say. You're saying this, but what you really saying? There's different levels to this stuff, man. That's all I'm trying to say. And at the end of the day, fellas, I do think that listen, I'm a believer in that old school 90s R&B love, man. That's what I play. That 90s old school R&B love. And a lot of ladies love those songs in that type of love. But in reality, the standards is different. The standards are different. The standards are modern to 2025. The standards are modern to 2025.
R&B ain't the same no more.
R&B ain't the same no more.
A lot. Changed a hell of a lot.
My point is, and that's why maybe why my 90s R&B show does very well. Because
I mean,
some people are
it's a genre that's almost dead, unfortunately. I mean, it's still around, but it ain't got the same feel
at all. It's into caring and simping for ladies at the highest rate. Simping and carrying on for ladies at the highest rate.
That's very true. That's very true.
Begging on their knees, begging, please.
What?
Come and talk to me.
90s R&B simp as shit.
It's the simp. It's all simps. It's the simp that they love it.
Yeah,
crying on the knees. Please don't go, boys and men.
I mean, that's what a lot of women like. You know, some women like, I should say.
Let's get married.
Oh, Mary. Oh, God. That's another one. That
was a monster hit. We was in high school. That was a monster hit.
Tell me how much I like that song.
The remix was fire.
The remix was fire. But that first song, the slow one, I'm like, oh God, again. Like, but again,
I Got to Be the one from B2K and the one from
listen, B2K
I Gotta Be from
B2K put a
Jagged Edge.
Both of them.
They both had the Got to Be, I Gotta Be songs, and them was simp songs too. Both them songs was fire too.
But that's my point.
Yeah, they were simp songs.
There is still that love in the air, but the way to get back to that love is to honestly wipe out social media and wipe out all this different reality TV and let people live and be. That's the only way you're gonna get it. People have seen too much; they need to go back, and they're not gonna go back.
So you don't think that dudes, when they're with their wives or girlfriends, aren't simps for them?
I think they're supposed to be with their wives, simps. I think they are supposed to be simps.
Yeah, right. Like you're supposed to show that level of like vulnerability, right?
For the right lady.
Yeah, because for the wrong lady, they hold it against you.
Because goes back to the traditional. See, a lot of ladies want this traditional provider, loving type of man, but they are not those girls that those 90s people were singing to.
Yeah, it's very true.
90s and 80s.
They were singing to the girl at the grocery store. Those songs.
Those traditional.
I see you standing there at the bus stop or something. Everybody always seen a girl standing at the bus stop, the mall. We was out here meeting women, Steve.
They were meeting them in real time. It's not these people like
had to do something to
what you
to
wear.
Get them. Everybody knew you didn't have no money in the 90s.
What you buy me? What can you buy me? What can you do for me? Blah blah blah. I wasn't none of that, man.
It wasn't that bad back then.
No,
there was
not
some
like
chicks that like the D boys and shit like that, the drug dealers.
Yeah, but that's always a thing, you know.
But that's what I'm saying. But those was the ones, and that's where they went when they wanted somebody with money back when we was younger.
Yeah, like the younger, like people in our grade that used to go with the older dudes. Never mind. I leave them alone.
I can't hate. I did it. I circled the block.
So wait a minute. I'm talking about. Never mind. No, you didn't do it. JT did not do that. He didn't do that. I think he misunderstood. He misunderstood what I'm saying. I'm saying more Kel style. He didn't do
no,
that.
no, not Kel
He didn't
style.
do
No,
that.
no, 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 no. Like, no.
He didn't do that.
I was a freshman. I had a girlfriend who was still in high school. I mean, I was a freshman in
That's
college. My girlfriend was
That's
still in high school. I wasn't 32 years old,
Nah,
and I
different.
had a girlfriend that's in high school.
Yeah.
No,
I'm just
let's put
clarifying.
that out there.
I'm clarifying for the people.
No, yes. I was a freshman in college, 18 years old, for like 3 months, and my girlfriend was still in high school.
Nah,
So, yeah,
ain't nothing
big
wrong.
difference.
That's a difference.
That's normal.
And then you come back as the man over there, and yeah, I get it. I get that. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about it. We're not talking. Even people think that's wrong nowadays. But let's just clarify.
Taking away people's glory.
Oh man, they want to wipe everything out, man.
Taking away people's glory.
Pedophile, man. Ageism.
These teachers, these young boys,
and they don't got nothing to say. It's not
nobody
loud
care about
either.
that.
They quiet about it, man. So at the end of the day, I think they both are right.
I think we got to wrap because we off topic.
Yeah, that's kind of okay. So, okay, so thank you again, everybody, for this episode of Everybody Has a Mic, episode 17. Excuse me, 17. We're gonna wrap it up tonight. Thank you guys for watching. As always, we appreciate you, my man JT, Mo MONEY, and your boy Stevie B. This is a birthday weekend for your boy. I'm about to turn 42 years of age.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Happy to be here making this happen with the squadron. And at the end of the day, you know, just being grateful to still be here and rock out with the people that I love and care about, man. Everybody enjoy your weekend. And by the way, May 5th, 1983 was May 5th, 1983, before it was Cinco de Mayo. Have a wonderful evening. Be good.
I'll get a stroke in there for you.